Hello, my name is Xodas, and today I wanted to talk about a couple of known bugs that have been plaguing Frost Death Knights ever since the release of the pre-patch from the PTR, and I want to talk about what these bugs actually do to us, and hopefully finally get Blizzard to notice that there's something wrong here so they can actually fix it. So, let's go ahead and talk about these bugs. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. It helps tremendously with the algorithm. And if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification if you want to get notified when I upload a video. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so we are here in game and this is live. The pre-patch event just went live today. The pre-patch has been live for 2 or 3 weeks now. And basically, yeah, they haven't done anything about these bugs. I've been just kind of waiting, biding my time before I made a video like this because I figured they'd fix it by now, but they haven't. Now, I've been reporting these bugs as bugs literally since the pre-patch PTR several months ago. Not only I have been doing that, but also my fellow Frost DK friends, fellow Frost DKs in the community, and even some of y'all have also been submitting bugs to Blizzard saying, hey, this is busted, please fix it. So let's go ahead and talk about what these bugs are. First one is with the new talent Hypothermic Presence. This ability has been a lot of fun to use. It's been a very interesting addition to the Frost Death Knight toolkit, and a lot of people have been really excited to try it out. I've been suggesting to people to use it specifically in PvE for pairing up with Breath of Xodas, and I've suggested it in PvP for getting more healing out of your Lichborn ability using your death coils and pairing it with transfusion to get more death strikes. Now, the problem here is Hypothermic Presence at the moment doesn't work with any ability other than Breath of Xodas. Even though it says embrace the ice in your veins, reducing the runic power cost of your abilities, that is, you can assume all of your abilities, by 35% for 8 seconds. Does not trigger the global cooldown. Now, a week ago, this only worked exclusively with Death Strike and Frost Strike. It didn't reduce the runic power cost of any other ability. In the pre-patch PTR, before it ever went live, it would have a week where it worked perfectly, then 2 weeks where it didn't work at all, and then a week where it would work perfectly again, and then 2 weeks where it didn't work at all. And what I find really interesting about this is that in the Shadowlands beta, it works perfect over there. So there's just wild inconsistency. I mean, it literally changes by the week. So let me go ahead and show you this. We're gonna go to this target dummy, and we're gonna go ahead and build up a little bit of runic power. Get up to about like here. This is fun. So now we're going to pop the ability, but before we use Hypothermic Presence, let's take a note of what everything costs. Death Strike costs 35 runic power, Death Coil costs 40 runic power, Frost Strike costs 25 runic power, and Breath of Xodas costs 16 runic power. So now let's go ahead and see what these abilities cost after I pop the ability Hypothermic Presence, which should reduce it by 35%. Go ahead and use the ability. Frost Strike is at 16, that worked properly, holy smokes. Death Strike's at 35, didn't work. Breath of Xodas is at 10, that one worked. And Death Coil is completely unaffected as well. As you can see, this does not affect your abilities, like I said, which would be assumed as all of your abilities. It only affects Frost Strike and Breath of Xodas, which, as I said last week, was a completely different case. On the betas, completely a different case. And in the pre-patch PTR, when it did work, was also completely not the case. This ability affected every single runic power spender. So Blizzard really needs to either fix this ability once and for all, or admit that maybe it was a little stronger than they had anticipated, put in a tooltip that it only affects Breath of Xodas and Frost Strike. I do have to say though that if they did decide to go that route and just limit the ability, it would be a really big shame. It would be really sad to know that we have an entire talent down here dedicated to Breath of Xodas, but doesn't work with any other build. Now for our next ability that is bugged, Dome of the Ancients is a brand new PvP talent introduced with this pre-patch. It increases the spell damage reduction effect of your anti-magic zone by 60%. This is 60% additional on top of the 20% you get baseline, and this leaves you with, as you can see, an anti-magic zone that absorbs 80% of all magic damage. Now, as you can see, this tooltip's working properly. I am in war mode, so this is all happening here in the open world for me. The problem comes when you're playing with friends and you drop that zone. It doesn't work for your allies. Dome of the Ancient Shadow only works for you. It only gives that extra 60% magic reduction for you. If you have another ally standing inside of it, they're only going to receive the 20% that is originally stated on the tooltip. Now, this could be a bug or this could be intentional, because I can see why an 80%, entire party magic shield could be pretty powerful. It is very powerful. In fact, the moment that this one came out and we saw that what this ability was going to do, instantly I was like, all right, well, that's one less PvP talent I have to change, because they're gonna run this 99.999% of the time unless you're dueling a warrior. That's just how good it is. So if it is so powerful that that's not their intention, that Blizzard does not want you to be able to put this on your allies, I completely get that, but they need to put it in the tooltip. This is what tooltips are for. This tooltip isn't a very long tooltip. It's not like it would be word vomit at the screen if they were to try and fit that in there. It should be in this tooltip that increases the spell damage reduction effect of your anti-magic zone for the player, by 60%. That's what it should say if that is their intention. So at the moment, because it doesn't say that, I'm going to say that it's a bug. Now that you guys know what these two bugs are, is really annoying. I'm sure you guys have picked up on it. I'm peeved because I've been reporting these bugs literally for months and months, ever since the very first week of the pre-patch PTR. And it makes me angry because we've got this great ability, Hypothermic Presence, here that I've recommended a lot in my channel because I expected them to have it working, in time for the pre-patch to come out. And I haven't made a video. I've mentioned it in my live streams. I've talked to people about it in my Discord, but I've tweeted about it. However, I didn't want to make a video about it because it's like, well, they're going to go ahead and fix it eventually, right? Like, they're not just going to let a busted ability go live. And then they did. And I've been waiting for them to patch it each week. And here we are. The pre-patch event has gone live today, and they've released all of these hot fixes and tuning things for various different problems and different specs toolkits. And once again, Frost Death Knight has been completely neglected. They just neglected to do anything with Frost Death Knight, whether it be about our damage, which as we all know is completely pitiful, or whether it be about our abilities, which frankly don't function. They don't work. So I'm a little angry, and I wanted to make this video because I do not want you guys out here running Hypothermic Presence expecting to get a huge Lichborn heal because you watched it in one of my videos and it doesn't work anymore. So I hope that you all go out and report these bugs. Go to the forums if you feel like it's necessary. Report these bugs in game. You can hit escape. You can hit escape like this and go to the help menu, and you can submit a bug or a suggestion. Please go and submit these things and let them know what you think about it. Let them know what you want to see, and let them know that it's not working properly. Without any further ado, if you like this video, please hit that like button. It helps tremendously with the algorithm, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this about Death Knights. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.